Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last part we made a connection to the border, bought our first train, and we have now got 1,500 tons of oil in here, which is probably a bit over the top, but I'm quite happy to have this full. But to try and slow up the amount of oil being purchased, what I've actually done is I've reduced the amount that was going to be stored in here by changing this distribution office here. So it's only going to put 20% of the capacity into here, and I think it's doing quite well. I mean, I probably need more workers out here, which is, oh, well, there's some more workers just coming in here. So we're doing okay. In export wise, I mean, we're exporting a bit of bitumen, and what I'm hoping is that eventually we will start to get some fuel stored in here. We've got a little bit of fuel being stored into here now. And I don't know if I've changed this. Let me just check this. So that's so you need to unload, and you need to load. Now I'm not sure whether that will. It helps if I actually build the pipeline, doesn't it? That's a bit of a fail there. I'm just going to build that pipeline, but it's not that big an issue because at the end of the day, this will make the connection eventually. Now the other area where we're working on was over here. And what I've done is I've started laying out Bridge City here. I think I called it Brick City in the previous video. So we've already built a fire station out here. That's pretty good. And what I'm doing is just getting these roads built here. And what hopefully, if things go well, we'll actually start to put together the city over here. One thing I have added is a small aggregate storage here, so that I can, and this will serve two roles. One, to supply the track construction shed here, but more importantly what we'll do is we'll set up a distribution office that will bring the gravel out to here, which should make the construction here a little bit easier. And to that end, what I want to do is build a construction office out here. The other thing I also want to do, and I'm going to do it while I'm thinking about it, is I want to, where is it? Where's technical services? There it is. What we're going to do is put a technical services out here as well, because I want to make sure these roads stay clear in winter, because the ability to transport backwards and forwards here is going to be quite important. So we're just going to come here and we'll assign you to the Drayton Road crew. And we've got 479,000. Do I really? Maybe we do need to try and get a fire station up and running here. Trouble is, I'm going to need a vehicle office. Where I think I bought a vehicle. Built a vehicle office over here. Technical services. One of the problems with this game is keeping up with what on earth is going on. Well, we got what have we got in here? Okay, we got a small covered hole in here. I'm gonna buy a bus. I don't want a big bus, so let me just see. Everything is getting more and more expensive now. 83 passengers. I think 57 passengers will be enough. And what we're going to do is, and I want to see if this is actually going to work before I actually commit to this. So you're going to go there. And we'll just have to go all the way out here. Put you to the fire station. You're going to pick up workers. You're going to unload workers here. Don't think we need highly educated workers here. And of course, what we're going to need to do, I think to start with, we'll just put in a couple of cheap fire. It's got no power. Going to be an issue, isn't it? Oh, I need to think about the power. Should have built it here, shouldn't I? Never mind, we'll come back to the power in a minute, because there's one other thing I want to change. I want to show you, which I've made since the end of the last video, and I need to get this set up and running, started as well. We'll send you to expansion constructor, and what I'm doing is put this technical university in here, because if I show you around the other ones, which are here, you can see that I'm actually filling up with higher education now. And I can't remember where the other one is. The other one's here. So we do need another technical university. So what I've had to do is move this track out a bit. That gives me a little bit of extra space here. The other thing I've also done is put in another kindergarten, because the kindergartens are filling up. Isn't that a surprise? Now let me just give you an update where my trains are building. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to get the track pushed out to here. And then what we're going to do is to build this crossover here. And the reason I'm pushing this out as a priority is that in order to make this into a two-way track, what I'm going to have to do is be able to build round here by sending the construction trains up on a two-way track. So that's the reason I'm doing that. The next thing I want to do is something that's been triggered by a comment from somebody who said about the fact I'm having to keep flipping over the, I think it's just speed the game up a little bit, is because I have to keep flipping over the distribution office every cycle. And the problem is that I've actually got this farm hooked to this silo, which is then hooked to the biofuel and the food factory. And I think this kind of highlights one of the issues with the changes with the seasons update. And this would have been a pretty standard configuration prior to the seasons update when the crops came in continuously. I think now it's a bit of a liability. So what I want to do is I'm just going to remove this field. We're going to lose a bit of food production. But what I want to do now is we're going to put a new agro farm in here. Like that. I want to hook it to that silo there. So hopefully this will go in. It's actually taking a little bit longer to level off the area here. Right, so we're just going to build that. And we're going to assign this to the Volno Road Crew. And we're going to assign this to the Volno Road Crew as well. And the idea is that we're going to build this farm here, and then what I'm going to do is move all the vehicles from here and probably get rid of a couple of the trucks here and put the farm here. It'll be connected to this silo here, and then what we'll do over here is possibly put in another food factory or something like that. And what it means is that I can then set the distribution offices up so that they continuously keep this full as all year round, and I won't have to worry about pulling the crops out of here because I've got the farm attached. So that's the idea over there. And something else I want to show you, sorry I keep flashing across the map, is I made a change here because I was looking at this and I realized that the rail bridges weren't high enough to allow ships. So I redid the rail bridge, and what I actually did is put the second one in. But one of the problems with lifting the rail bridge is that I couldn't get it to blend in here. So the rail bridge is now in 3 sections, which goes all over there. And this is going to be a very big project to build. But hopefully it will work. You can see we're now actually on the asphalt stage with our road bridge. I'm really looking forward to seeing whether we'll be able to build this section eventually. And of course we've got this little town here. And the terrain isn't exactly flat here, so that's something else we need to work on. And what I was doing was looking at this area here, because we got a construction office there, and what I'm thinking is to put a really big construction office in here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, construction. I'm going to put a mega construction office in here. Can't build because of infrastructure. Hopefully. So maybe we're going to have to set this back a little bit. And the idea is this construction office will be used to build out across the other side of the bridge. That's the idea. So we're going to hook that up. And again, we're just going to hook you to the Drayton Road Crew. Actually, we can put you on there as well. I'm going through a lot of money at the moment. Where's all my money going? Imports, electrical components because of the trains. Okay. Of course, I do need to consider my loan. How's the loan going? So we owe 883,000. We've got 628 days to pay it off. Let's see how long the queues seem to have reduced a little bit now, which is good. The other thing I was thinking is that maybe I can stop importing crops from here, from the customs shed. Well, I'm not importing crops. Okay. I thought this one was unloading. So where are you picking up crops from? You're not picking up crops. Does that mean you've got no crops here at all? Is that why I'm not exporting alcohol? Oh, bit of a fail here. Oops, got a traffic jam here. I think I can fix that with what's causing this problem? I think it's because this train is working on this section here. Let me just check this. I just love signals. I don't really want to put in signals here. We only got this little bit here. I think if I put a signals in, if I put in two-way chain signals there and there, that should isolate this out while this is being built. Because eventually I'm going to have to come through here to build this link down to here as well. Okay. My money's just dying away. I need the exports. I mean, it's just... Why am I losing 150,000? Imports. Chemicals, yeah, I think a lot of big bills are coming in. I think what I'm inclined to do is, I think we're going to have to do something about the train. And I don't know if this will work. What I've done is I've electrified this bit of track here. And what we're going to do is send you back to the depot, I think, for the moment. And we're going to run a little bit on our oil reserves there. So I want to see if this works, because I realised like this train couldn't get back to the depot. So we're just going to put you back in the depot for a little while. Yeah. And he can sit there for while we actually use up some of this oil. And that should give me the money which I need. Okay, we got this built here. Let me just see who is building what at the moment. Right, you've got a block of flats, an unfinished pipeline, which is... Okay. No workers or mechanisms. Oh, this is probably not helping matters very much. Oops, looks like I had a fire. What are you working on? You're working on the ore processing plant and the technical laboratory. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to suspend this for the moment. I don't really need it. As you're a bit far away, I think we're going to put you on this pipeline as well for the moment. So we've got 27 tons of fuel in there. I know we can't export the fuel at the moment, but I just need to recover my money. We just get over here. So this is built. What are you working on? You've got an unfinished conveyor. Why are you working on an unfinished conveyor? I wouldn't mind actually asphalting some roads actually. Can't really asphalt that road. Trouble is that asphalting these can actually disturb everything. Just put the ball. Oh, you picked it up. Thank you. I'm a bit worried about why this pipeline over here is not being built. So this is now. It just took a little while for the road crews to get sorted out. Yeah, I think it was a mistake kicking this off. I think it was draining a lot of my resources. Right. I don't think I actually need that just at the moment. What I'd like to do is assign. Okay, you're outside of right. It's not finished. Oh, it's not finished. This is the real problem, is the distance. Actually, is anyone in my... No, there's no one in the fire trucks yet. Temperature too low, so we're going to need to work on that. In fact, let me see. Got the office there. So what we may need to do is make this into a construction office eventually. Yeah, the distances are getting way too big now, which is a real problem. Iron, chemicals, electronics, fabric. Yeah, I could go bankrupt here. Iron, chemical components, electronics again. Oops, got a fire. Go on, fire crews. Yeah, fire crews are on the job. Okay, we've now got past this point here, and what I want to do now is, what have we got in the way of jobs here? Temperature's too low. Where's 261? What on earth are you building over here? I want you building that. I want you now is working that way. So I want to finish this section after you've finished those sections. Signed construction office, no. Okay. Don't want you built. I just want that section built there. You can finish this section, and then I want you pushing down that way. Okay, have we got any? Yeah, we've got some crops coming in now, so we should get some alcohol production going. We should start exporting some alcohol again. Yep. So we're making a little bit of the alcohol. Why are we importing meat? I've still got my meat truck hooked to here. Oh. I think I'm just going to have to let everything catch up now. I can't keep pushing this. I'm very worried about my economy. Probably having to service the debt probably isn't helping very much. Right, how is my crew working on? Right, unfinished pipeline. Want you starting to work on that factory as well. How's the, yeah, we've got 1,300 tons there. A little bit more steel and components here. And this will be built. We've got 36 tons of fuel in there. I mean, sometimes what you've got to do is just let the city run and build up. I mean, we've got so much going on here. Oops, I overtook. You got impatient working with the construction crews here. What are you working on? Are you just still working on the bridge? How's my bridge going? So we're starting to creep the tarmac. Yeah, we need another 189 tons of asphalt out here. I think the problem is, do you have any dumper trucks? Yeah, you don't actually have that much in the way of dumper trucks. I could really do with sending up a dumper truck from another construction yard. Let's hook one of the ones from here and move you up to. We'll move you up to there. Is this actually needing a paver? Yes, it actually has a paver and it's actually on site. Though I can't see it just at the moment. I presume it's here somewhere. Okay. Right, let's just get back and I just want to check my food stocks. You've got 294, you've got 306, you've got 308. So the food supply crops, so the crops are actually holding up quite well at the moment. You're 176. Just get back over to here. You've got 154. So I definitely think turning the biofuel off has made a difference. My train, right? So where's my construction? So where are you off to now? Okay. Working on this section here now. Boom, boom, boom. Right, so we're back to nearly 400,000, which I suppose in some ways is not too bad. This pipeline's not finished. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to restrict my building a little bit. How far did I get with this? Yeah, we need 148 tons of steel here. I mean, truthfully, until these tracks are laid, I don't really need this. I'm kind of just suddenly thinking, how can I lay these tracks? If I'm laying out here, I'm probably going to lay a single track out. I mean, I'd like to get all the way to here. I suppose in some ways there's not that much difference in length. But then if I do that, I'm going to have to work on this area here. Which means we're going to have to lay this bit into here. And then I've got to work through here. Now let me see, if I tell it to build the track along here and have this two-way with the view to getting out to here, when I go down here it's got to get onto this track, and I don't really want that interfere. I mean, we could come down and build into here, but then I suppose if this is two-way, if this is a two-way track, then the constructor can move along this line. I don't think I'm going to need a crossover there. The fun will start when I actually try and make this into a two-way track, because we got this bit here. So what we may have to do is keep this one way for some time. And what I may actually kind of think what I may have to do is maybe run one way out here and connect across like in gaps which will then allow it to allow multiple trains. Oh, the next thing we need to do is think about power lines. Let's do a bit of power. So what we got here, we've only got how many terminals have I got here? I thought I had more terminals than that. Yeah, about high tension cables. Oh, because I've got what's in there. Oh, we got a connection from there to there. So this is a stock terminal. What I'm going to need to do is put in something that's going to allow me to put in some power substations. Not that one. What we're going to need to do over here on a four-way, I want something like this, don't I? I'm wondering if I put something like that here, we can run power cables down into here, or do I go up big time and put it up here? Now I think, given the problems with the distance construction, what we're going to do is try and put you in here. Problem's going to be the road, isn't it? Oops, got a fire. Well, we should be able to deal with that. Come on, fire crews, where are you? There you are. Here's this back to down here. We need to get a road in here. It's annoying. Okay. What we'll have to do is back to here. I think we probably will need to go up to something quite high like this and then run a gravel road down and see. It's going to be a little bit torturous getting up to here. Am I going to get? That's not going to work. No, I think we're going to have to come in down here somewhere. So let me just, I should have thought a bit more about this going forward. I mean, we could come across here and then bring the power lines back over here. Because I've got a feeling this could be the end of the power grid, because I've got no idea how I'm going to get across here. I think it might be easier to actually bring the power lines across to, say, about, oops, no, put it maybe about here. And then I suppose we could be a bit generous and build a gravel road here. And we'll just assign you to the Drayton Road crew. And then what we'll do is, I don't think we don't need the full 18 megawatts, so maybe we'll just and then we'll just, and of course I can't find the railroad, and we're just going to hook you up to expansion constructor. Right, my money is recovering now. I think now I've fixed that problem. And what we can do is get this in, and that means we can then put the power lines into this area. I think I would really like the tech services built as well. So we'll assign you to the expansion contractor. I really need to get power into this fire station as quickly as possible, because there's no point building anything out here if we don't have fire protection. I'm just going to get back to here. We're into June. How's the crop situation holding up? We're doing quite well, actually. Yeah, I definitely think not producing the biofuel has made a massive difference. And we can get this farm built. Of course, we can't use it until we go into the next winter cycle, which is the reason why I want to get it built. How's the fuel here? Down to 1,000 tons. I mean, we're up to 14, nearly 500,000 now. I think what I wouldn't mind doing is paying off, say we're pay off 100,000. Well, that means that if we look at the loan now, we've got the loan down to 700,000 now, and I think that will make a difference. Right, where's this? Where's my construction? Hey, what the heck are you doing going up there? Yeah, you're going the right way now. Obviously that bit of track must have been a bit longer than I thought it was. Yeah, because there's no connection there, so they built it right the way through to there. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. We got the universities working. That's good, because that means my education should start going back up again. Yeah, because you can see here my uneducated work, or my highly educated workers, my uneducated workers are now actually falling. So what's the school situation like? The school's not full. So maybe that's just the nature of the beast. We're going to assign you, put you on that one. I think we need the kindergarten up and running. Think about putting a couple of apartment blocks in there. We've still got one here. I think this is the new one that's finished, so this one's still got to fill up. So we've got capacity for another 220 population, so we'll just come up to a population of 12,000. I think overall no kindergarten, but that's not a great problem, simply because of the fact that we've got lots of unemployed workers, because I don't have enough work for them. Just check here, how are you doing? You've got the technical services. That's definitely something I do want to build, because we're going to need to keep this road open as much as possible now, even during the winter. Drayton Road crew. So the Drayton Road crew are slowly pushing out this area here. Actually, we've got this road built now. What we got here? That's the bus platform. I think we're going to need to get some heating in here now. And what I actually did is I seeded some trees across the top here. I suppose what we better do is try and work out. And what I'm going to do is go for what I did before, is the heating from logs. Heat exchanger. Where's the heating? I think it's this one here. So I think what I'm going to do is build this a little bit out back this way, so it supports the fire station. That needs flat terrain. If I can put it up there, That's the rail construction yard. I don't want it there because I want the sawmill up here. I'm not worried about the shopping centre because I think we can put a pipeline in. Let's put it up round the top here and into that part of the city. So I put this, say, maybe I'll tilt it slightly that way, like that. Oh, it's bringing the terrain up. This could be an issue. I'm just going to drop that there. And of course, how did I know that? Okay. And demolish. And let's put the wireframe on. I think what we're going to have to do is possibly... Yeah, that's come up way too high. Road. Let's have to try and make a bit more space here. Problem is we're going to need to put level this off a little bit, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get up to the sawmill. There, we'll just put this here. Heating plant now. I think if we can put this up here, actually that might work. So if we put this here, right up on the top here, and then where's the sawmill? Not sawmill, wood cutting post. Okay, we'll put the wood cutting post. I'm going to stretch you out a little bit like that. And then what we're going to need to do is get a and just bring you down to there. And what we could do is we've got a junction here. So if I actually we can take off a road here because we're going to put some buildings here. So if I put a road out, say like that, and then just curve you around like that, and just take you up the hillside and hook you there, but I get a road across like that. Ah! Sorry about that. I've just cancelled by accident. So we'll just come down there. Do it again. Where did I strike? Actually, maybe I can use this as an opportunity to correct a mistake. No. If I come off here like that, and then go up here like that and hook you into there, and then just build the road across like that, and then we're actually just had a thought, we may need to move this road again. Education related. Yep. Right, sorry road, you're going to get demolished again. I'm not thinking this through properly. Let me just put in here. We put the school here. Yeah, if we just tuck a school in there and a kindergarten next to it with a little bit of space so we can run a footpath through. And then just take that little bit of road out there. And hopefully you can hook through to there, to there, to there. You can hook up to there. And that means we can put some accommodation in here for our citizens. In fact, let's just put some in now. So the shop is there. We got that there. This is the yard. Oh, the other thing I also did is I put a passenger station in here. So I'm half thinking that if I can get all this track built, we might be able to bring workers down into this area who will help with the overall process of building out here. At the same time, I don't want Bridge City to be too big. I'm thinking about restricting it to around a population of 2,000 or something. Right, let's just get in a couple of residential buildings here. I want a couple of small blocks to start with. 150 workers. Maybe... I want to be able to put workers into the key services here. So maybe if we put them here, take the angle of the road from there, and maybe we'll just put, say, 3 blocks across like that. I think that will work. Okay, we're back to nearly 500,000 again. So many things to build, so many things to build. That's built. I really would like to get this in eventually as well. We're building the kindergarten. Is everybody happy? Not completely. People need sport. Can't really think of a way to do that. How about everyone over here? Are you happy? 17 citizens cannot get meat. Have I got an issue with my meat production? Let me just see. Yeah, we got lots of meat, so why aren't you getting meat? Where are you? It makes me wonder whether this truck... He's only got 6.7 tons on. Why aren't you picking up large quantities of meat? You got 75 tons of meat on here. Wait until loaded. Okay. Yeah, I think I've limited his amount of meat when meat was short, so that should fix that problem. How's the clothes and food here? We've got plenty of food, plenty of clothes, so we're okay there. Agro farmers building, and of course we're going to lose a little bit of crops here because we've removed this field, but I don't think it's particularly that important. And of course we got this silo here. We're in July. I mean, that is really working well. The fact that we got a crop surplus now, yeah, I'm really happy with that. And of course we're now getting supplies in here, and of course I need to flip this so that it loads there and unloads into here. Hopefully this might be the last time that we've actually got to do this. Unload there, and just cancel you for the moment because we don't need to move the crops across the fields. Yeah, harvest has actually started quite early. I don't think I can get any more fields in this area because of the terrain. I mean, in some ways I would like to replace that medium field that I took up, but I'm not sure where I could put a medium field in. You're not going to fit there, are you? Is that there? Okay. We could put a medium field up here. Across here. It's a little bit of a long way out. Got another one up here, but I think what we'll do is we'll put a medium field there, and we'll just hook you up with a dirt track. There. And it's a little bit of a long way out for this farm. It's probably close enough for this one, so we'll compensate by adding it to this list. And this is the... And I think what we'll do is we'll take you off there and allocate you to that one. And then this farm could take over this field. I might be able to push a few more fields out that way, but I'm not too sure. Right, where's my track layer? I just don't trust you at all now. Yeah. I think once they get the message of where they're meant to be going, they tend to be fairly on focus. It's just they take a little while to get the message. How's the fuel situation here? We go down to 782 tons. I think what we're going to do is get you back into play again, because you should. We've got 72 tons of fuel here. So we'll just get the oil train back and up and running, and off you go. Just check our oil capability. Yeah, we got. Yeah, I think this is working really well now. I'm really happy with that. Got so many things to build though, and I'm aware time is pushing on. So what I'm going to do is just have a quick run through of the current status. This is building up, so in theory this should be ready for winter. So I want to hang on to some money so that we can get the snow plows in there. This guy is quite happily getting some gravel out here. I think I would like to get this built, so we're going to assign this to the Volvo road crew, because what I would like to do is get this built so I can get gravel out here, so I can assign, say, these guys to collect gravel from here. Collect gravel, so that means that they won't have to come out so far. It'd be really nice if there was a way in these construction crews that you could give them two sources, but I suppose that's just wishful thinking. So we got this built here. Let's keep building this out here. We've got our construction there. Wow, we've nearly finished this bridge. So maybe in the next part we will be trying to get this bit built, and that's will be the proof of whether we can get out this far and whether how quick we need to get this construction office up and running. Like, this is built. Yeah, we can assign this. And I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to get the aggregate built first. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to buy a couple of cheap fire engines for here, or cheapish. We'll get 3 fire engines into here. And what we're going to need to do is get some power supply into here. So I'm just going to do this as part. Oops. I think the first substation we need is going to need to be in about here, just to get everything powered up. And I think we're just take you off. Whoops, it's going to be too steep. You may need to go that way, so maybe this would be the better option. Assign you to the bottom. Drayton Road Crew. And assign you. Oh, we haven't finished that little bit of road there. So we'll get the power in here, get the fire station working, hopefully, and then what we'll be able to do is, and what we'll probably need to do is restructure this construction office so that it can actually build more rather than just lay roads. Or we'll look at that. We need to get back to doing that. I mean, the overall happiness of the population is good. We are making a bit of money. I'm paying back my loan, so we've got to pay another 600 and odd. I mean, once that gets below the amount of balance I've got, I'll be happy. So that's something I need to look at. We've nearly got the farm finished over here. I'll just have a quick look at what my construction crews are doing. You're working on the agro farm. I'm happy with that. Did you? Why are you not loading fuel? You're meant to be loading fuel here. Is this pipeline connected properly? I don't think that pipeline is actually connected, is it? Yeah, I don't think that's actually connected, is it? It's like stopping there. Let me just see. No, it's not. Yeah, I think this is a bust. Right. So let me just fix that. Trouble is, we've got to demolish the pipeline now. Let's just. Can I hook that pipeline? It's almost like the pipeline won't. Okay, we're gonna have to be a bit careful here. Yeah, that's better. Start construction, and we'll just have to. I think we'll blitz this with you and you. Yeah, I dropped the pipeline short, and I didn't notice it. Oh well, that's the way it goes. What have we got here? Oh, looks like my snowplowers. Okay, we're gonna have to sell you. You're actually blocking. It's annoying. This happens sometimes. You get a collision here. Okay. I don't know if I can send you back to here. If that will. Okay. What we're gonna have to do is send you the back to. Whoops. The alternative is that I'm gonna have to sell them. Let me just see. Favor. Yeah, it thinks that they're back here, but they're not. So what? So we can't actually. The only way I'm going to be able to possibly deal with this is to come into here, and I'm just going to have to sell you and sell you, and then buy some new ones again. Paver. Bulldozer, roller, not bulldozer. Yeah, it was the truck that was in here. They were probably trying to get to here, and the truck in here was actually causing the problem. You can see here, well, we've actually done all these around here. And what's happened is these trucks are now stuck because the paver couldn't get to them. Hopefully that will sort that problem out. He's causing a queue. Right. I mean, I spent money that I didn't really wanted to do, but an unfinished pipeline here. That means this tech services is finished, but I don't have the money. But got a little while to go yet before the autumn is. Well, we can't build that yet. Is this built? Yep. Let's get that built. And sign that. And eventually we'll build that. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we're going to have to continue doing what we've been doing, just trying to nudge the economy forward and see if we can get the track built. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.